People, DG, I'm back again. Reading 0, Arsenal 8, and our under-18s just keep racking up victories as they move closer and closer to possibly winning their equivalent of a league title. And it's another cricket score, 8-0. Obviously, it's not exactly a cricket score, but you get the point. It's another rout. Didn't we put 7-8 in against Swansea as well? And it's nice to see these players look unstoppable. And to be honest, I know the FA Youth Cup is out of the question this season, but I'm keen to see how we shape up next season. Some exciting schoolboys. Obviously, a lot of these under 18s now will have to move to 23s, but you still would have Greenwood and Alfie Matthews, and Ben Cotter would still be eligible, I believe, for this level. Of course, everybody wants to kick on into under 23s, but it's exciting times, man. Going into the game, like I said, man, we're trying to win this league title and we just want to keep winning games. These young lads are in some great bit of form. Everything they touch goes to gold. Everything is going right for them right now, and that's testament to the coaching staff and also testament to the players, how they've taken on board the tactics, taken on board instructions, consistency for themselves, and just wanting to have hunger and be better, man. And it's testament, like I said, to the coaching staff. But going into the game, I don't know what to make of it. I felt initially Reading respected Arsenal way too much, and as you would, because of the form we've been in and where we are in the league table, I felt they probably gave us too much respect. They were camped in their own half in the initial periods of the first half, like the initial 10 minutes. They couldn't really get out. We was having a lot of possession, but I wouldn't say we was really threatening. I know it's 8-0, but at the point in time, can't recall too many saves that their keeper is having to make. Balogun's looking up for it. He's pulling into channels left and right. He's coming short. He's going long. He's looking up for it. Greenwood in patches. Miguel Aziz, he's still a schoolboy and he started. He'll be a scholarship next season, a first-year scholar next year. And I love him, man. He played well in this game. Just some of the cute things he does, man. I think if by the time he's 18, 19, if he's not played in the League Cup or some capacity for the first team, I'll be disappointed, man. I'll do a separate vid about him, but he's a baller. He's just nice little cute touches, man. And as is everybody, we're playing good stuff. Reading's best player for me is their fullback, to be honest, specifically their right back. I believe his first name is Marcel. I'm not too sure on his actual name, but he's bombing down the right hand side here and there and looking like a threat. But other than that, their 9's quiet. Their 10 that I hear a lot of good things about isn't really doing anything. And yeah, man, we're doing it. But after that, I'd say after the initial period, I'd say Watford, Reading came into their own. They stopped respecting us. They got men further up the pitch. Reading's got a good academy. I really liked how they had the willingness to play out from the back, and they're playing out from the back. I did think they looked shaky at that, but they're starting to do it. They're starting to bring guys into the game. There wasn't much space initially, but spaces are trying to open for both teams to exploit, in my opinion, for us down our right-hand side, for them in central midfield. So yeah, man, I feel most of their goals were cheap goals. I'd say we'll get onto it, but I feel Greenwood's the only unavoidable goal they probably could have conceded, and even then it was a free kick. We'll get onto that. That's all for the second half. But we took the lead in the 32nd minute, 34th minute, or something like that. No, I'm lying. We took the lead before that. Balogun was able to capitalise on a defensive mistake. We're pressing quite well, and he's pulling it into the back of the net. Reading got caught playing out from the back. It's 1-0. We went 2-0 ahead. Balogun missed a great opportunity in the 30th minute to score. He makes no mistake in the 34th minute by making it 2-0. Again, it's Reading creating their own problems. They're playing out from their back. The keeper's probably at fault for about 3 of their goals, specifically this one as well. It all comes initially from his kick. It's his kick. Swanson, like McGuinness, I feel McGuinness is doing quite well stepping out from the back as well in this game. But I feel Swanson, like McGuinness, fresh off of signing a new deal, pro deal, full of confidence. He wins the header. It's quite a dominating header. It's one of them, they're mad headers. It falls to Balogun. Balogun gets past one man, makes a space for himself, and at the semicircle, edge of the D, basically, people, he strikes. It's not a mad strike, but he's scored from outside the area in it, and it's 2-0, and we probably deserve that. But from a Reading point of view, they're inventing their own issues, man, because I feel we're playing well, but I've seen us play better. It's all Reading us making self-errors, and that's what happens when you play out from the back. And for their young players, they need to find some sort of Balagans to be balance. Sorry, not Balogun. But yeah, Reading, to their credit, is 2-0 down. They're 2-0 down. They're still having a goal. They're still trying to attack. They're still putting decent moves together, man, to be fair with you. 3-0 again is poor keeping. Again, in my opinion, it's an effort from Aziz. Aziz done very well. You won't be able to, but in the highlights, if it comes up, obviously look at the move, man. One thing I like about Miguel Aziz is how he moves off the ball. He starts the whole move basically from our half. The ball eventually falls to him. It's an effort. The keeper should should be just saving it. It's not the best of efforts, but he spills it. Balogun taps in and it's 3-0 at this point. He's got his hat-trick. We can't complain from that, to be honest with you people. Like I said, prior to that, you probably wanted to see us play with a bit of higher rhythm and obviously test their keeper. But there wasn't much in it after that, man. It just really looked that to have been the case. I think we made it. No, it was 4-0 at half time. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It was definitely 4-0 at half time. Trying to find my notes for the second half, people. So we were good for it. To be fair with you, at half time we were good for it. And then I feel personally, people, in the second half, I felt personally we asserted ourselves just that bit more in the first half. It became, I mean, the second half we asserted ourselves. I don't necessarily feel the first half, I feel we was the better team and we done enough to obviously score them goals and we capitalised on defensive mistakes. But I wouldn't say we was necessarily running away with it. I felt Reading, while they were respecting us too much, there was enough encouragement in the game and they were still trying to play football. And I feel after the first 10, maybe 20 minutes, they were trying in it. It weren't as clear cut. So at half time, to be in at 3-0, we've done our job. Second half, I feel we asserted ourselves that much better, in my opinion. I think gaps started to open because both teams are becoming tired, substitutions and all these sort of things. I felt we were the dominant team. I felt we really started to play our stuff. I feel Greenwood started to come alive as well. Coyle had quite a quiet game, but he's starting to get nice touches. The men in the engine rooms are doing certain things. Miguel Aziz is running the game, in my opinion. Our fullbacks are starting to get forward, as you see, and I wouldn't say we're a second half side because we're great in both halves, in my opinion, at this level, but similar to Unai Emery's side in the beginning of the season, second half you start to see a better level, and it looked like a case of when, not if, that we would score, to be honest with you. Reading are all over I can't remember who scored the fourth, but I think it was Balogun. Reading are all over the place for the fourth goal. It's a lovely team move. Eventually Balogun, I wouldn't even say rounds the keeper because he does go round him, but it's one of them, you know, when the defence is at 6s and 7s, the keeper's in his area but he's off his line. Guys are on the line, someone slided in on the floor. You know, when it's just complete circus, that's happened, and we've been able to take advantage of that. Balogun keeps a cool head. He scores a fourth, to be fair. And then obviously we're doing all right. We're not really threatening them after that period, but the last 10 minutes we went and put another 3 in or something like that. Forgive me if I'm wrong. We started to score some more goals. Aziz, obviously, again, the keeper spills an effort, and Aziz is there to tap it in, to be fair with you. 6-0, best goal for me. Obviously, it's a lot. We're making some lovely plays. We're breaking at will, and they can't really stop us. We're brought down for a foul, or Greenwood is. You know what Greenwood does at this level with either foot. It's a lovely free kick. Keeper, no chance. Maybe if I see the highlights again, the keeper might have been able to do a bit better. But for me, it's just a lovely strike, and Greenwood's got that in his locker. It's 6-0 at this point and moment in time, to be fair with you. So it then obviously becomes 7-0 as the game's dying out. Yunus Musa, another one like Aziz, who I think's got big potential in the schoolboy and been exposed to under 18's level this season and last. He capitalises. I can't remember if it was their right back or the centre half because I was quite far away, but not a ball over the top. Really, a ball in the air, you should deal with it. He does well initially to control it, but he's caught dilly-dally and caught in two minds initially. Musa just continues pressing and is aggressive, and simply by doing that, the ball falls to his path. He's then able to dribble towards goal and pull it in the back of the net and get his goal. And then obviously Smith, in lovely team move again. Keeper really should be doing better for Smith's goal, because I'm happy for Smith. He seems to always be scoring and assisting and playing well. Good left-footed strike, but it's not the most hardest of efforts, and the keeper should save it. I feel Reading's keeper really should let himself down for about 3 goals, but then again, 8-0, you can't really pinpoint anybody. Defence, while they was playing out from the back, they're at 6s and 7s, and they've probably learnt some harsh lessons, shuffling across, doing certain things. I feel their midfield didn't help the defence as well, but if you lose 8-0, there's serious question marks everywhere. But from an Arsenal point of view, it's another game where we're winning convincingly. We've got some great young players at 23's level, at under 18's, and some schoolboys to come. It's naive to believe that the majority of them will make it, but if a couple can make it and come through the system and the rest can be sold for decent profits and just go on to have a good career, then everybody's happy, man. Like I said, man, we was good today. I feel Greenwood, second half, he turned it around. Miguel Aziz, for me, quality throughout the whole game, and in another start for him at this level. Really impressed with McGuinness and Swanson. Obviously, they're defenders and they weren't tested that much, but just in terms of their mentality, Balogun obviously scored 4. He was up for it throughout the whole game, in my opinion. Just away from his goals, just the work rate in the first half. So, man to a man, we did our job, man. And to go away from home to Reading and return with the victory is what we needed. I think the under-18s have Fulham next, forgive me if I'm wrong. And I think Spurs, his counterparts won as well. So the league title thing is going neck and neck, and they're at it, and it's kind of close. But that's good for everybody, man. It shows how to be competitive. It shows how to, you're going for a league title. You need to go out and get the results, and that's basically what it is at first team level. So it was lovely to see, man. But what can I say, people? 8-0, 3 points is what it is. I just hope Arsenal's first team are able to beat Everton, because obviously at this time of making this vid, I'm not there, but. What can I say? 8-0. Balogun was moving mad. Miguel Aziz done his thing. Lovely free kick from Greenwood. Superb team performance, man. We did what we needed to do. So, yeah. Arsenal 8, Reading 0. Reading 0, Arsenal 8. Under 18s. Yeah. That's my review. People. DG, I'm out.